Thank God. I thank him because there is none like him. Yes, God, I thank you.
Oh, glory to God.
Oh, there's a lot don't transpire through this week. But as I reflect back, I realize that there's still none like him.
Amen. Yes, Lord.
Made a transition from one job to another. Therefore, my shift had to change. My sleeping habit had to change. But I thank God there's none like him.
Amen. Yes, Lord.
Worked all the way all last night.
Thank you, Jesus.
Talked to Deej a little while.
Thank you, Jesus.
But I talked to God all night because I realized there's none like him. He's the lover of my soul.
Yes, Lord.
And I was just talking to the Lord because I was saying, God, what do you want me to tell your people?
Thank you, Father.
He's a keeper, y'all. Kept me all night long in the wee hours of the night.
Yes, God.
Yes, Lord.
Got home one evening tired. I was so energetic because I was thinking about who he was and what he had done in my life.
Yes, Father.
That I went to the store and got the kids some waffles and stuff.
Thank you, Jesus.
Went all the way to Ennis Walmart before I went home. I got home around 5 this morning. I had a taste for pancakes. I've been craving them IHOP pancakes. And I called them for 2 days because they're a little high, y'all. I said, now, that's a lot of money for just that little bit of food. But I called them yesterday, and when I got off, I said, man, forget that. I'm going to go to the store and get some waffles. But I just been craving them IHOP pancakes. I called them, they told me it's going to be three something out the door for 2 pancakes. So I was at the store, I said, man, I'm going to get them pancakes because my body craving them. So I called them back, I said, go ahead and make them 2 pancakes for me to go. And I went on down there and got the pancakes. What I remember about IHOP, they pancakes used to be real big and fluffy. But they about that thin. I said, it's for $4. Because I got to take for some buttermilk floppy pancakes. I said, okay, I took them home. You know what I did, what I had to do, went home. And I was sitting there talking to the Lord and eating on the more pancakes. Thank the Lord for the pancakes. Even though they were a little bit of thin pancakes, I had on my mind, I want some big fluffy pancakes from IHOP, And don't nobody make pancakes like IHOP's. IHOP makes some good pancakes. You know what? We used to make good pancakes. I didn't feel like cooking no pancake because I know I had to get the word from the Lord. So I'm sitting there eating my pancakes and talking to the Lord. Lord, what you want me to tell you? And God reminded me of something that I heard earlier in the week. I ain't going to get off into that right now. But I tell you, there's none like God.
Amen.
He is our joy. He is our strength. He is our everything.
Yes, yes.
And we got to remember who he is to us.
Yes.
If we don't know who he is to us, we can't know who we are in him.
Amen.
I thank him. But at this time, we're going to have old Sister Shantae, because we ain't going to be before you long today. I just heard that Pastor Bond is preaching at Redeemer's house, and I'm going to go down there and surprise her. I mean, my family, they can go home, but see, the Lord work ain't never done. And I'm going to tell you something. I didn't get no much sleep, but I ain't tired, y'all, because he gave me sweet sleep. I think I slept about, after God got through with me, it was about 6 o'clock, 7 something, going on 8 o'clock, because my wife was in there, didn't want to get up, y'all, there was a lot of alarm went off. But I said, I'm just going to rest my eyes for a few minutes. Then my wife woke me up about 10 something. She said, baby, it's 10 o'clock. I still laid there, I was tired. But I got on up, and here I am today to continue to carry out God's will and purpose for my life. Because there is truly none like Jesus. No one can touch my heart like he did. Oh, hallelujah. All we need is a little more Jesus. Body aching with pain, all I need is a little more Jesus. Tired and weary, all I need is a little more Jesus. Don't seem like everybody passing, all you need is a little more Jesus.
Amen.
To help you along the way. Because so many are giving up on the faith. So many are walking away from the one they said is the love of their soul. So many got so much other things to do that they ain't got time for Jesus. Oh, but all they need is a little more Jesus. I tell you about the woman of God, and I thank God for the woman of God. I want y'all to be praying for Sister Ruby and her grandbaby. Because some things have transpired that the baby is back with her mother. Not a very good environment. And the spirits are already attacking this baby. As a matter of fact, she got 3 babies with her. Son, little Lexus, y'all remember, and then she got the oldest. She don't got the oldest girl now. But God is still sovereign. God is still in control, and we need to pray, church. We don't realize the power that we have to be able to talk to him. Everybody can't talk to the master. But I thank God that when I talk to him, he hears me and he answers me.
Oh, yes.
Situation arose last night where the enemy was trying to deceive one of the servants of God. And I was kind of shining with my wife because it was a setup. See, the devil always trying to set us up.
Yes.
Get us out of place that he can get us out of grace, that we can fall on our face. And I was talking to my wife, and my wife said, oh, I bind that spirit right now of deception.
Yes, Lord.
I come against that, and I pray God deal with this person. Don't even let her rest. She had to remind me, all I needed was a little more Jesus. Because we look at such situations and circumstances and we become dismayed or we become troubled. But she say, pray. Pray that God change that situation. God changed the situation, but the devil's still trying to deceive his people, because we know that faith comes by hearing and hearing by the word of God. Amen. And see, the devil don't want you to get the word. Because all along, hang on this one thing. Love. And what does that love reside? It resided in Jesus Christ. Now it's in the heart of man. So all along, it's fulfilled in this one word, love. So he don't want you to hear God's love letters to you. Amen. He don't want you to know God's purpose for you. So he won't distract you that he can destroy you. And I just pray for God's people because my heart becomes heavy sometimes. And my wife reminded me, prayer can go where we can't go, and it can do what we can't do.
Amen. Say it now. Yes.
We try to fix situations when the only one that can do it is Jesus.
That's it. That's it.
Because there's none like him, y'all.
Amen. Not one.
I've searched for all eternity. I went into the highways and byways and rode with the devil. But I thank God that somebody was praying for me.
Yes, yes.
And because they prayed and God heard them, one day he revealed his son to me.
Glory to God.
Oh, and he made him manifest for me that I could know him for myself.
Yes, Lord.
See, I tell folks, you need to know him for yourself.
Amen. Yes.
Everybody can tell you about him, but until you make contact with him,
Oh, glory.
you don't really know who he is to you.
That's right. That's right.
But I'm glad that I realized who he is to me.
Yes, Lord.
I was saying I went in to tell him, but I want to do stuff right. Because I don't never give a 2 weeks notice. Because whenever I leave one place, God is taking me to another place.
Amen.
And I'm telling you, it's not about for me making money, it's about the soul of man.
Amen.
As soon as I got there, people started confessing all about their life problems to me. Not only its race, other races. And they was crying out. And I told them I'm going to pray for her deliverance. One man's wife is on methamphetamine. Well, it ain't his wife. But they've been together for years. Lady, almost 50 years old on methamphetamine. Oh, don't nobody really want to be bound, y'all.
That's right.
When we was in our mess, we didn't want to be bound.
Amen.
But we just don't know how to get out.
Amen. Amen.
But if somebody have enough love
Yes. Yes.
and enough compassion to share Jesus with me,
Yes.
to tell me how much Jesus loved me, that this is not his will and his purpose for me, out by the enemy. And I thank God because the compassion makes a difference, y'all.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
In compassion, sometimes we got to get back and just pray. Because I'm going to tell you something. When God's wrath is down, or God is dealing with his children, it'll begin to affect everybody around. You think I'm lying?
That's right.
What about old Jonah when he got on that boat trying to flee from the presence of the Lord? Most folks trying to run from him. I pray for Sister Ruby constantly because God got a call on her life. But we'll run here and there for money thinking that the money is our source. It's all God. I'm telling you, you get Jesus, you got the revenues of all the finances that you need. I ain't saying don't work, because the Bible said, man, don't work, you don't eat. See, don't think I'm ignorant, because I'm not ignorant concerning this word.
Amen.
We got to work. Sometimes we have to go a little bit further because we allow things to happen in our life. Or we weren't good stewards of this or that, but whatever the reason is, God put us in a place to get our attention again. I said, Lord, here I am, right back where I started at night. It helps us to appreciate who he is.
That's right. That's right.
And know who he is in our life. And I thank God because so many folks are crying out. And the world too busy condemning them. I mean, the church too busy condemning them that they can't know them. All we got to do is love them. I ain't talking about be partakers of their sin. I ain't talking about condone their behavior. The Bible says you with your spiritual, if you see someone overtaken in the fault, restore them in the spirit of meekness, consider it yourself. Because ain't none of us made it.
Amen.
We're still a product of his grace and his mercy. And I thank him for it. But I just want y'all to be encouraged, church. Because as I was saying, the apostle, she always sent me words of encouragement. She always tried to encourage me to continue in the faith. Because sometimes, you know, we get a little weary. And she said this week, don't be weary in well doing.
Yes, yes.
Don't be weary in doing the right thing.
Amen.
Don't be weary in separating yourself for the love of God.
Amen.
Don't be weary in telling folks, hey, you're going to hell if you don't turn from your wicked ways.
Amen.
Don't be weary in doing the right thing, y'all.
Amen.
Because if we don't faint, we shall reap. We're going to reap if we hold on to his unchanged hand. But at this time, we're going to have a doctor to come up and bring her selection. And we're going to get into the word because there's indeed a word from the Lord. And I want to continue to edify you. Edify means to build up. That's what God is about, edifying. Correction, instruction, reproof. We have to trust him, church.
Yes, Lord.
As she was saying, the Lord reminded me. I just made a transition and I worked 4 days this week. And I told the man that I really need to be off on Sundays. And then the way they schedule runs, some Sundays I might have to work, but I come in. And the first 2 Sundays I have off. I said, all right, God. And he had me on the schedule this week, but it's like for 3 days. Now, they made me a generous offer to stay at the other job. But I heard God say, it's time to move. It's all about faith, y'all.
Yes, Lord.
And I looked at the list for this week, and I'm only on there for 3 days. There's a whole bunch of days off. I said, wait a minute. I know the market's coming up. And God said,
I got you.
is you going to trust me? Is you going to trust me?
My Lord.
Man said, oh, you're going to get to work more than that. It's just the way the schedule fell. I said, all right. You know, because we always look to our means. And God ought to remind me of what he done for me in 4 years. In 4 years, what the Lord done for me. He done miraculous things. There's nothing too hard for our God. I don't care what bill is due. I was ministering to someone last week and they were saying, I got to be honest, I just don't have enough faith to pay my tithes, because if I pay my tithes, one of my bills going to be short. I once heard someone say, you can't afford not to pay your tithes. I don't give God money because people don't got to the point they giving God money looking for something in return. I ain't giving it to him because I'm looking for something in return. I'm just obeying his command that it might be meat in the storehouse for those that have need.
Yes.
Because God really wants all of us to have all things in common. If God had led me to the person once before and asked him, are you having some financial problems? See, because God, when we get in the spirit, when we walk in the spirit, ain't nobody in God's house gonna need for nothing. Because it's one member hurting, the whole body gonna hurt. And God can put it on your heart, go over there and bless that sister, because I'll bless that brother, because they have a need. I've done it right here in this church. And I've seen people cry because they was at their last. Because God is concerned about us. He knows exactly where we at. And there's nothing too hard for God. And I was thinking, hey, wait a minute, maybe I need to go back over here. I had a full check coming in every week. I didn't have to worry about it. But God had to remind me of what he told me. And still, we have to trust him by faith. He don't want us to get wrapped up in the sources of this world system, because it's going to crumble.
Amen.
I'm telling you, the economy is going to be worse than it was during the Great Depression. And you're going to see a lot of saints kill themselves. Let's know those that ain't saved. When this very bottom out this time, that's why God told us to be good stewards. See, when God was getting ready to destroy a deal with Egypt, he showed the king. But the king was so far away from him, he couldn't realize what he was seeing. So he couldn't perceive what God was trying to reveal to him as the leader of his people. But there was an old man named Joseph that his brothers envied. They were jealous of him. They wanted to kill him. See, that word jealous is cruel as the grave. Why do I have to be jealous? I want to be, hey, when you being blessed, I'm happy for you. I want all God's people to be blessed.
Amen.
I don't care if you get more than I got. I say, Lord, I thank you for blessing. So they sold their brother into bondage, not knowing that God had already worked out their deliverance and their salvation. He had already made a plan to preserve his people. Like he had a plan to preserve us, no matter what comes. God got a plan. He's always got a ram in the bush.
Amen.
So they sold their brother into slavery to get rid of him, because they were jealous. Not knowing that God was making a way for him out of no way. And he was down there in Egypt, and God gave him favor. See, God will give you favor anywhere you go. When he don't put his hand on you and his seal is up on you, I don't care where you go. He'll give you favor on the job. I'll tell you, I come through the door with favor. God say, you stay right there, because I'm going to raise you up. And I'm going to give you favor right here. You're going to be on the ship that you want to be on. But you got to stay where he needs you to stay, because he's working out something.
Amen.
So anyway, I said, okay, Lord, I'm going to wait on you. I'm going to trust you, and I'm going to stay right here, because I heard you say move. God, it's time for me to move. Now in the process, the other job is fading away. It's really fading away. It's about to shut down. They're about to shut down that side of the company. And God always showed his servant his secret. And he showed old Pharaohs what he was about to do. I don't know why God got me sharing this. But y'all know I obey the Spirit of God. But on Pharaoh, he couldn't really see, but Joseph down there, because he feared the Lord. See, when you love the Lord and you fear him, you ain't going to break his commandments. You're going to obey his commandments. I don't care what come, who come, what they try to do. You ain't going to be ensnared by the enemy. So anyway, God gave favor with Potiphar. Now this man and woman seen this young man. I reminded those deacons, boy, you're a young man, them women used to come, them old women to be over there. Well, you so clean. Got those spirits all on him. So this woman trying to get this man to lay with her. But he's faithful to his Lord and to his master. So he would lay with his master wife, because God gave him favor and put him over all this. God will give you favor on these jobs. I don't care who in authority. They say when the wicked in authority, the people moan. The people moan because they don't know who their God is.
Amen.
Because God said he raised up and he tear down. And we know from experience what prayer could do. Reminded of Sister Shonda, they was dealing with her a while back on their job. And see, people, the wicked gonna look out for his own. And there was a position came open. God bring this to my remembrance right now, Shonda. And I asked her one question. Do you want the job? She said, yeah. I said, okay. I prayed. And I don't care what the wicked is doing, they can't hold power to the authority of God.
Amen.
God gave her what she wanted, even though other people was trying to go under her to get it. Pastor Sherry knows. God reminded us because he needs us to remember who he is to us.
Amen.
And they was holding up her Social Security, her disability. And people know where to go when they need prayer. Or they run here when they need prayer. Because they know who can get a prayer through. But how often do they forget? I'm just a mere man like them. Like Elijah prayed and heaven opened up, closed up for 3 years, then it opened up and sent forth rain. But I say all that to say this, God had sent Joseph down there to preserve. God has sent us messengers from the beginning all the way to now to prepare God's people for what's coming. Yeah, we're going to go through some droughts. It's going to feel like he ain't there. Going to feel like he's so far away. But no, he said, I'll never leave you nor forsake you.
Amen.
I'll be with you to the ends of the earth. He ain't going to let you go under. You might go down, but you won't go under. See, sometimes God has to allow us to go down, then he can bring us back up. And then when he brings you up, he'll bring you up over other folks. Because he said that we're the head and not the tail.
Amen.
Above and not beneath. I believe him, y'all. I'm just crazy enough to believe him.
Amen.
And God was trying to prepare the king because of what's coming. God is trying to prepare the church for what's coming.
Amen.
Because it's coming. And a lot of folks gonna miss out because they don't know what's coming. And King couldn't understand that dream. It troubled him though. See, God will trouble you in the midnight hour. He'll trouble your spirit so bad. He troubled somebody last night because prayer. Prayer is powerful, y'all. I tell you. So anyway, we know the story how Joseph gave the king wisdom on what God was revealing to the king. And king placed him over all of Egypt. Gave him favor in his captivity. I've been there. God has done it for me. Oh, I know who he is, y'all. And I thank him for being God of my life. I thank him for being Lord of my life. And because of that, Joseph had wisdom. God gave wisdom what to store up. There's a time to store, and there's a time to spend. I try to teach my kids every time you get something, don't run and spend it. You got to be wise and good stewards of what God blessed come into your hand. I be want to bless everybody. Reminded of when I first got saved, and was in Mount Zion. Deacon, one would come in with a kid. Deacon called me the other day. A man was up at the gas station with a little kid. Said he needed a room. He needed somewhere to sleep for him and his daughter. But he wanted Deacon to take him to South Dallas. they try to play on the Christians. Because they know they're blessed like that. So, here it is. This little old baby, I say that was the catch right there, D. They want to get you looking at the child. Because it happened at Mount Zion, and I was so upset, I didn't understand, Pastor. I said, now wait a minute, we're supposed to be representing Christ. We're supposed to be helping folks. Didn't have the spirit of discernment at that time, you know. But I thank God that the woman of God had the spirit of discernment. Because you think about it, God had to show me, and I had to realize that was true. And they came in, baby pamper hanging almost to the floor. Baby ain't got on no shirt or nothing. Talking about they trying to get home, they ain't got no gas, they from this town. I never get a man and a woman. Baby ain't got no will. God's servant, who was wise, said, baby, we don't have no money, but we got Jesus. Oh, no, that's all right, that's all right. They left out there. You think about it, if you're in a dire situation, then Jesus is going to be the solution. God had shown me that. I didn't see that. I got upset. Hey, wait a minute, why the pastor didn't help them folks? Because everybody's trying to play on God's people. And we can't take it and bless those that God ain't intended for us to bless. Amen. But I thank God. I give him all honor and glory because God is real, y'all. And he loves us so. As I was saying, was listening to Apostle Joyce's message, a lesson this week of a Bible study. And she always encouraged me about, because people try to tear you down, try to disencourage you. I ain't here but to edify you. That's all I want to do, edify you to know him. Because once you know him, ain't nothing going to be withheld from you. And Joseph prepared for the people of God. And they all had to come back to Joseph. They were so messed up, they didn't even know who their brother was. And sometimes we don't know who our brothers and sisters really are. But she was teaching a lesson this week. And I was listening as I was out there driving, and the Lord began to really deal with me about something that she said. Not in the message. It was something that she said at the beginning of the message that caught my attention. And then at the end of the message, what she said that really intrigued me and helped me to realize. She said, she was coming out of Galatians 5:14. I just want to read this verse. She said, all the law is fulfilled in this one word. Now all the law is fulfilled in one word, even this. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So all the law is in one word.
My Lord.
Love. Love, y'all. We don't forget about the love of God that was shown toward us. We don't forget about how God so loved the world that he gave.
Amen.
We don't forget about while we were yet sinners, Christ demonstrated his love that he died for us.
Amen.
So all the law is in one word, love. And once we realize that, and she was going to talk about walking in the Spirit. See, once that love has been fulfilled in our heart, we can walk in the Spirit for real, y'all. But I want to tell you what really caught my attention when she was ending the lesson. She said 3 words. Because, no, it's 4 words. Because of who he is. This is something deep right here. Because who he is, I can walk. How he told me to walk. Because of who he is, I can love even my enemy.
Amen.
Because who he is, all fear is gone.
Amen.
Because who he is, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Because who he is, I can hold on and wait on him. before I get into the word, but I want y'all to meditate on those words because that was a profound statement that she made. Oh, it was so profound that it shook me back into reality. And it helped me realize the only reason I've been able to walk in love toward those that have despitefully used me, that talked about me.
Thank you, Lord.
I don't want to focus on because of who he is.
Jesus.
Because you can't make that profound statement until you know who he is. So who is he to you?
Oh, yes, Jesus.
Who is he to you? See, profound is a very powerful word. Profound statement is a state or quality of emotions. It's very great or intense, heartfelt, sincere, deep, piercing, and penetrating, or entering deeply into a subject of thought or knowledge, having deep insight or understanding. It was so profound when she made that statement at the end that I was going to ponder on it. Because of who he is. But most folks don't know who he is. So they can't proclaim that statement because of who he is. I can face tomorrow. They can't make that statement because of who he is. I got food on my table. Who is he to you? And God was going to take me back because most folks don't know who he is to them. Until you know who he is to you, you can never proclaim because he is. Because that's making a profound statement that I know and I understand who he is. I ain't got to try to figure it out. I ain't got to try to think it because he is my all in all. Who is he to you? To some, he's the bright and morning star. To some, he's the everlasting Father. To some, he is the Prince of Peace. To some, he is the Alpha and Omega. But the question is that God wants to impose to the church, who is he to you? Do you remember who he is to you, in other words? In understanding that, we have to go back and take a glance into the gospel of Jesus Christ. When he asked the same profound question before he was taken to die for the sins of the world. Some know him as the Lamb of God which take away the sins of the world. Some know him as the bread of heaven. Some know him as the living waters. But who is he to you is the question. Because we have to realize who he is that we can proclaim his words and profess his word before others. That they'll know that we know who he is, y'all. Because everybody talk about they know him. But in their action, they deny him. Because when you know him, you can't deny him. So I want to go back and I want to look at an incident He's our big brother. He's our Savior. He is our God. He is our deliverer. Some know him as a deliverer. We know him at one time as a deliverer when he delivered us. But today I need to know, who is he to you today? Is he still that same God, or is he some foreign God that's far away? Because so many things that he's way over there, whatever we're going through, he right there just waiting on you to know who he is and trust him. Because I'm telling you, one folks say, 1 times 1 equals 1. That might be to you. But it equal whatever God wanted to equal to me. Now, I was telling Dick, I ain't been able to save no money since I started this job. But God had to remind me, yeah, you have. You still been able to save. Every time you come there and put all that money on the table for 2 weeks and then you add it up. I said, okay. He ain't gonna change, y'all. He's still the same. He's still Jehovah Jireh, our provider. Jehovah Nissi, the Lord that reigned in victory of our life. And he tells us that, be of good cheer, I've overcome. So ain't nothing you going through in this life that you ain't going to overcome. My ex-apostle used to tell me, it's only a test. It's only a test. Y'all remember the broadcast system that say, this is a national test. And sometimes we were kids, we thought they were going to last forever. But it was only for a moment. Because he wants us to remember who he is. He needs us to get back to the basic of his love. So if you have your Bible, I just want to take a look at Jesus and the ones that he had chosen. See, when you've been chosen by God, you're going to go through much. Because every man's work has to be tried by the fire to see what sort it is. Don't count it strange. Some of us think it's strange, oh, I'm going through this. Oh, me. Oh, me, Lord. Oh, me. Don't get weary. It's only a test. Just a little old broadcast to stop you for a minute to realize I'm still God. I'm still in control. I'm still ahead of your life. I'm still your Alpha and Omega, your beginning and your ending. Huh? Because of who he is. But I want to ask you again, who is he to you? If you have your Bible, let's go to Matthew chapter 16. And God took me over here now, I always like to lay a foundation. See, because I'm a wise master builder. Because I don't try to lay no other foundation other than what Christ has already laid. Because it's already settled. The ground is firm and it's hard, y'all. So I said, all right, Lord. He said, I need you to go back and help my people to realize who I am to them. Because they don't forget about who I am. Goes on to say in the 13th verse, when he left Caesarea Philippi, the coast of Philippi, when he came, or Jesus came into the coast of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, saying, all right, first of all, let me call y'all that say y'all that's gonna walk with me. I need the church to come together right now. I need the one that's been walking with me, that I've been teaching how to have a relationship back with my Father. That I've been teaching how to walk in authority that God has given them. I need y'all to come here. I got a question for you. Sometimes God calls us to go through something because he's trying to get our undivided attention. Because he needs us to remember who he is in our life. Some people say he's Lord, but yet they don't obey. Some people say he's their God, but he's not the head of their life. He said, come here, I want to ask you boys a question. The 12 disciples now. These was his students, like we are his students. He said, I want to ask you something. Because God has chosen us to go and to be a light in this earth. That people can know that he is who he say he is. He's the Lord that changed not. He's still a healer. Some know him as a healer. Mother Clues know that he was a healer. Oh, she stood on it until he called her up. Like he called on Enoch. She stood on that, knowing that he is her healer. Who is he to you? He's my source. The one I bring in is not my source, y'all. He is my source. Who is he to you, y'all? God gonna say, what do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? Some saying, oh, he's Lord of my life. Some saying he's my Savior, he's my Redeemer. Some saying he's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star. He's the sweet rose of Sharon. Some saying that he's my Alpha and my Omega, my beginning and my end. Some saying he's my everything. He said, I want to ask you boys a question. Now, I've been down there tending to my father's business. Now, I need to know one thing. Who do they say that I am? Many say this, many say that. But in their works, they deny he's even anything in their life. Because you're going to know them by their fruits. Jesus' works followed him. He knew who he was. He knew that he was God manifest in the flesh. Who is he to you? And they began to answer. And they said, some say that thou art John the Baptist. Some say Elijah. And others Jeremiah, or one of the prophets. They were going to say that they remember the prophets of old. They were going to see his glory, see his power manifest on the earth. And they thought he was one of the prophets of old that will come back from the dead. They were going to say this and that. But who is he to you? Oh, he is the Savior of the world. Oh, he is the Lamb of God that take away the sins of the world. He is a deliverer. He is Christ. That word Jesus, do you really know what it means? Jesus means Yahweh is salvation. So God came down here. Our God, our Creator came, born in those sinful flesh, yet did not sin. Who is he to you? He is a way maker. He is that same God that split the Red Sea. He whatever you want him to be. But just remember, he's God and God all by himself. And can't nobody touch your life like he do. Some people run to the means of finances, thinking it's going to change their situation. But they still got the same problems going on. Some run to lovers, like it's going to change their situation. And they still got that void in their hearts. Some run to a crack pipe. Some run down there and get a bottle of Wild Irish Rose and drink themselves into oblivion, killing themselves. The man kept telling me as he was talking about his wife on methamphetamine that his kidneys was hurt. But they both drank like fish in the ocean. I said, man, I gave him 2 bottles of water. I said, man, you better quit drinking like that. And I shared my testimony. Because I was once bound till I known who he was. Till I known him as my deliverer. Walking around in West Dallas with my shirt off. 100 and some degrees outdoors. Drinking Everclear straight from the bottle. Oh, he's my healer. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. I know he's my healer. Because everything that I've done in the world, smoked up China, shot up Peru. Don't even supposed to have a sound mind. But I'm glad I know who he is. He is my healer, he's my savior, he's my deliverer. Woo, he is my mind regulator. He is my great physician. Because my heart had become so cold, it stopped pumping. So he gave me a new heart. He took out the old stony heart of flesh. Didn't love nobody, care about nobody. And he gave me a heart of flesh, now I love everybody. Sometimes his love scares me, because I know who he is, y'all. Oh, he's my everything. Oh, I know too much about him without him, and I can't live without him. Because of who he is. He is my deliverer. And I was ashamed that man, God brought it back to my remembrance. And I had compassion because I know they bound. See, people don't want to be the way they are. But once a spirit get a hold of you, that's what the Bible says, you that are spiritual, go and try to lift your brother or your sister up in the spirit of meekness. Amen. And it tells you to consider yourself, lest you be overtaken. And it lets you know, let him who think he stand take heed lest he fall. The only reason we're standing because it's grace and it's mercy.
Amen. Yes, Lord.
Backslid before with the Holy Ghost. Started back drinking. That's where the sugar come from, y'all. God already showed. But it's a process because I know he's my healer. Looked on in the flesh to remind me of who he is. Thank you. But God kept me. He didn't allow me to get back on the drugs. Because of who he is, I give him glory. Because I know who he is, y'all. And he's out in the side what they saying I am. They say you this, you that, that, and that. People say he the Lord of their life. But yet they live like the devil. I tell you who your Lord is, your dad is the devil. You got an identity problem. You need to go down to Marvin Park. Maybe he can get your DNA and help you realize God is not your daddy and you definitely don't know who he is. Because when you know him, you're going to obey him. Hey! See, when I got to really know him, I can't help it. I got to obey everything he tells me. And I ain't weary. Sometimes I get a little discouraged. But God always got somebody to come and lift me up in the spirit. Because the Bible says we help us one to another. Amen. Oh, I thank him for his sweet word. But see, it's going to have to get personal with you. Amen. See, he dealt with them corporately as a body, just like he dealt with us corporately as a church. But when it all boils down, it's an individual thing. It's personal. It's all about you and him, baby. I tell tell my kids all the time, baby, you got to know him for yourself. Daddy know who he is. Mama know who he is. But you ought to know who he is to you.
Amen.
You ought to know that he's your Savior. You got to know that he's your deliverer. You got to know that he is your Jehovah Jireh, your provider. You got to know that he's your Elohim, the God that's more than enough.
Amen.
You got to know that he is your grace.
Yes.
You have to know him. Oh, I'm so glad I know him, y'all. But he got personal with him. Oh, see, he get personal with us. Sometimes he have to get us to ourselves. You know, and he have to talk to him. And he said, do you remember who I am? He have moved some people out of our lives. Some things out of our life. And I tell folks, I had to hit rock bottom before I realized who he was. We heard the word, God said, be still and know. Now that you're still, who am I to you? Or what am I to you? I'm just a sugar daddy. You come to me when you got a need. My wife say, these folk, thank God, some type of sugar daddy. They don't want him until they got a need. Then they want to call him our Father. But was he our Father when you laid down last night? Was he our Father when you got up this morning? Was he our Father when you got in that car to go to work? Was he our Father when you went out there to do that job and you had a sound mind to do it? Was he that everlasting Father? Was he your peace? Though everybody else around you is going crazy, doing all kind of things, all kind of abominable sins, but yet you're kept in the midst of it all.
Yes.
Because of who he is, I give him glory. So he asked the disciple, he said, but whom do you say that I am? In other words, who am I to you? I heard everything they had to say about me, but you don't walk with me a long life now way. You don't see God's glory in his power. You don't partake of the bread of heaven. You don't drink from the fountains of living water. So I need to know, who do you say that I am?
Oh God. Glory to your name.
We can ask people in the church that have been in the church for years, who is God to you? And they don't even know him. They say he's Lord. They say he reigned in victory. But when problems arise, they forget about who he is.
Yes, Lord.
Loved ones die, they forget about who he is. They forget that he is the resurrection in the life.
Yes, yes.
Oh, my.
My Lord.
We don't see God raise folks from the dead right here in this church. We don't see God make the crooked straight. Yes, Lord. God is saying, who am I to you? He needs to know, is he still Lord of your life? He needs to know, is he still ahead of your life? He needs to know, is he still your Savior and your Redeemer? He needs to know, am I still your lily in the valley? Your sweet rose of Sharon. As Bubba, your sweet rose. Lucy. Ellie Mae. I need to know, who am I to you? Am I still your Alpha and Omega? Am I still your first and your last? Am I still the love of your soul? Oh, it got personal, y'all. Or am I still everything to you? In other words, can I still embrace you? Can I still minister to you? Because that's the only one that ministers to you. He is our husband. So when the wife get weary or something, what does the husband do? He come to minister to her, to reassure her. And that's what God is trying to do to the church today, to reassure you of who he is.
Amen.
Who do you say that I am? Now, you had 12 disciples that walked with him. They seen Peter walk on the water. They seen Jesus walk on the water. They seen Jesus take 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread and feed over 5,000 souls. That didn't include men and children and women. They see with their own eyes him heal those that were bound with all kinds of diseases. They seen he cleansed the lepers. They seen he made the woman that had the flow of blood dry up. Walking over all of woman of God encouraged my wife, because sometimes we get weary and well doing. Told her hold her head up. Sometimes we as saints, we forget about who he is, and we got our heads down. Bible said, lift up your eyes to the hill from which cometh thy help.
Amen.
For your help coming from none other than the Lord.
Glory to God.
Who is he to you? Oh. Am I your everything? Am I still God in your life? I need to know. Because you know, in our time, when a man and a woman get divorced, a man don't want to do nothing for the woman after that. So God said, who am I to you? So out of all them, they seen all this. Not only did they see that, he gave them power over all the power of the enemy. And sent them out to do the same thing he was doing. But they got excited because the demons were subject to him. He told them, don't be excited because the demons are subject to you. Because there ain't no power given except given by God.
Amen.
It's in his name that you're doing anything. People run around it like it's them. It's in him that we live and move and have our being.
Glory to God.
They rejoicing, oh, demons subject to you. He said, don't rejoice that the demons, rejoice that your name is written in the Lamb Book of Life.
Yes, Lord.
Most folks don't forget that they were saved by his grace.
My Lord.
Most folks don't forget how he miraculously delivered them when they're not stretched on. But all of them didn't have nothing to say. Now they probably talked about Peter like they talk about old deep. Because if you want to be strong, you got to hang with the strong. Whatever you hang with, you're going to become a product of.
That's right.
If you hang with folks that's always speaking negative, you're going to become negative.
Amen.
If you hang with folks that are always not walking in love, because I'm going to tell you something about love. Love is so powerful that it covers a multitude of faults.
Yes.
Love is so powerful it calls you to love your enemy. Love is so powerful it calls you to love them that despitefully use you and said almighty things against you.
That's right. Oh, glory to God.
People walk around them stuff in their heart and can't forgive. You ain't been born of God. Or maybe you just don't forget who he is in your life.
Amen.
Some folks forget. That's why the Bible said when you see your brother or sister overtaken in the fault, you what you're spiritual. Spiritual means that you got an understanding of what God's word is saying.
Mm-hmm.
You perceive and understand and you obey his word. You go and restore them. But you got to consider. Because one thing about seeds, once they sow them, they're going to come up.
That's right.
I don't let nobody come and sow anything in my life. I tell my wife, I don't deal with negativity. Get out of here. I just know the word. That's what I proclaim, the word of God. That's the only thing that's forever settled in heaven. It ain't going to fall to the ground.
Amen.
Because I know who he is. proclaim what he said. That's why I live like he said. Because I know him, y'all. Seeing all that, Peter got to know who he was. All the rest of them, they just were following him because of the signs, the wonders, whatever. They're claiming they know him. But when the question came, when it got to the point to where it became personal, see, it's personal when it comes to you and your God.
Amen.
It's very personal. It's so personal that when somebody gets a message with you, God gets to messing with you.
Yes.
Had a dream about somebody the other night in a church. And I love for real, y'all. No, it's the other morning. And I woke up praying for him so hard. Just praying for him. Because see, we don't understand when we go against the word of God. The Bible says rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. People are becoming so rebellious that they're overriding the word of God. The Bible says, speak those things which are pure praise, worthy of good report. But they're speaking things against their brothers and their sisters. Oh, that spirit of jealousy don't got so deep up in them that they don't know it's in the count for them, and they want to go and keep them alone. They want to stay across the floor more than they willing to pay. But in this dream, there's some people that I know and I love very dearly. But see, the Bible says, let him who think he stand, take heed lest he fall. That's why I always keep myself a base. Because if there's anything going on in my life, it's because of who he is. I can't take no glory for it.
Amen.
And the person was traveling through the city. And they were staying in motel to motel to motel. I ain't just talking about it, y'all. Y'all know I live about it. And I told them they ain't got to waste their money staying in a hotel. They can come and stay. They always welcome in our house. And the house was clean. I know it was clean because I wouldn't invite nobody to my house if it ain't clean. But when they got there, my house got dirty. See, we can let other folks contaminate us because they ain't proclaiming what God said. They ain't living what God said. And I'll start fussing at the kids about y'all getting my house clean. This house is a mess. But them kids had already cleaned up. And I got up and I began to pray and to intercede for this person. Because sometimes we forget about who he is. We get lifted up. We let these offices and these titles make us instead of us fulfilling the office and the title. And I went to my zinc to do something. And God spoke so clear. He said, didn't I tell you I'm going to curse those that curse you? And I'm going to bless those that bless you. I said, oh my God. I don't want nobody to be cursed by the Almighty because I know who he is. Hey, they don't want to mess with him. My daddy. He is my daddy. And I was going to pray for him really, really hard. Have mercy, Lord. Like Jesus said, Father, forgive them. They don't even know who I am. They don't know I came all the way from glory to deliver. He said, I came to my own and they knew me not. The very ones I created. And they didn't even know who I was. They nailed me to a cross like I was an old thief or sinner. They slapped me and plucked out my beard because they didn't know who I am. Why? Because of the signs that I did to show them who I represented. See, all we supposed to be doing is showing the world who he is. That they can know it for themselves.
Yes.
They beat it with the cat of nine tails. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Jeez.
Ha! 39 times just for you. Oh, my, how you both said, come to your seat. Do you know who he is to you? He said, because but by my stripes you are healed.
Yes, Lord.
The only reason this woman of God is walking the deal, because she believed the word of God. By his stripes she's healed. Tell you, it ain't no medicine gonna make you walk bone on bone. She said, I believe God don't put the cartridge back in there. I said, yeah, baby.
Praise God.
If God can call a valley of dry bones to come back and be knitted together, dead bones, y'all, dead bones, laying out there all over the place. He knew which bone blown there, which bone blown there. Don't you know he know where we blown? Don't you know he know who we is?
Amen.
But do we know who he is?
Yes, yes.
Is the question. But out of all of them, only one could proclaim who he was. He said, and Simon Peter answered and said, thou art the Christ. Thou art the anointed one of God,
Amen.
the Son of the living God. Oh, you're alive forevermore. And what did Jesus tell him? He told him, you're blessed of thou, Simon. When you know who he is, you're blessed.
Amen.
He told him because flesh and blood. See, you can't know him through the natural.
Amen.
You can only know him through the spirit. And see, when you walk in the spirit, when you know him, you're going to walk in the spirit. You're going to talk in the spirit. You're going to love in the spirit. You're going to have compassion in the spirit. He told him his name Simon Bar-Jonah. For flesh and blood had not revealed this unto thee, but my Father which art in heaven. And I say unto thee, that thou art Peter. Just like you know who I am, I know you too, boy. Oh, I know your sister Sherry. I know your body was rocking with pain, but look at you now. Dang, you Lord. Oh, my.
Glory to God.
Enemy trying to take us out, y'all. But God know who we is. And guess what? The devil know who we is too. But do we know who he is? Is the question.
Amen.
I say unto thee, thou Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Most people thought he was talking about upon Peter. But that word Peter means pebble, small rock. But Jesus is the rock of ages. He was before he was anything. And gonna be after he's anything. So just like he got personal with him, we're going to have to get personal with him. In closing, I want to leave you with this story. Many of y'all know Paul. Like many of us don't been taught many things. Many of us don't even went to school to get certain degrees to be able to operate in certain areas to make a certain amount of figures. My wife keep having dreams about money all over the bed. God showed me, and I told God when I was a little kid, God, don't let me get caught up in the money. I seen so many, because at one time I loved that money. But I love Jesus now.
Glory to God.
Who is the source of all money.
Amen.
He's my bread of health. He is my pocketbook. Whenever I need a little more money, I just have a little talk with Jesus. And if he don't tell me how to get it, he gonna send somebody to me with it. I can promise you that. But I'm reminded of another one by the name of Paul, who was once called Saul. Now Saul was very zealous in the law. Or like some people are theologians. Some people got doctorate degree. But I'm just a simple old man that's got the Holy Ghost. And I live by faith in the Son of God. And I tell you one thing, because I know who he is, he ain't failed me yet. And he's not going to fail. But old brother Saul, who thought he had had to wait, like many think they got to wait. Like many think they really know him. Oh, brother Saul thought he knew who he was. Just like the world thought they knew who God was. They know that Jesus was a reflection of God here on earth. So Saul thought he was so educated that there was a way that came other than the way that he had been taught. So he started to come against the way. And he started consenting to have folks put to death. Have folks in prison. Because he thought he had to wait. Deacon quoted that scripture, and that's the way that seemed right unto me. But if it ain't God's way, there is no way. And the only way you're going to know his way, you're going to have to know who he is. And then you're going to have to be endowed with his power from on high.
Amen.
Didn't talk about that this morning, the Spirit. See, that you can be led by a Spirit. Them that are sons of God are led by the Spirit of God. Some men are being led by their teacher, their doctrine. How do I know? Because we said that Christ is the head of our life. And we got so many churches here in Dallas. Dallas is in poverty. You got folks sleeping under bridges, but you got mega churches in a row. You got saints who losing their homes, but you got mega churches in a row. And they saying they represent him. Hi. Oh my. They saying that he's the head of their life. The Bible says, if you have this world good and shut up your balls of compassion, how can the love of the Father be in you? They talk about Jesus. Some said he was Beelzebub, that he had a demon of flies. Some said he was a blasphemer. Oh, but Peter knew that he was the Christ. Peter knew that he was the Lamb of God that come to take away the sins of the world. Peter knew that he was Yahweh saved. Peter knew who he was. So Paul thought he knew who he was. Until one day he met him on the road to Damascus. And he slapped him off his high horse. He brought him down, y'all, to the ground. Then he realized after he had to be led around for 3 days and couldn't see. Ooh, that's the thing of God take your sight now. God can only take your sight, he can take your mind.
Amen.
He's doing it.
Amen.
I look at people today and my compassion go out for them, but Jesus said, I didn't come to seek and save those. Those that are well don't have need of a physician. But I come to seek and save those which are lost. They talk about him. Because he's out there with the sinners and the publicans. He's out there trying to show them the love of God. Trying to teach them God's will for their life. Now, if you ain't out there trying to teach them about God's ways, you out of place. And you out of grace. And you will soon fall on your face. But Paul, after he had this encounter with him, he realized that he was the one and only true God. Soon as he hit that ground and couldn't see, he said, and then God, Jesus told him, Saul, why persecutest thou me? Why persecutest thou me? Why are you coming against me? Why are you talking about me? He said, who are thou, Lord? I know you're Lord, but who are thou? He said, I'm Jesus, whom thou persecute. It's hard to kick against me, because I am the creator of the world. All souls are mine. It had become so personal with Paul. And you can find this, and I'm not going to read it in Philippians. I'm just going to paraphrase this. Philippians chapter 3. sharing his testimony of his zeal for the law of Judaism. And he began to testify about him. Because he realized who he was. That it was him that was the Savior of the world. And it had become so personal with Paul. Paul said, I count everything as dung as lost. Everything I thought I knew or thought I understood or know, I count it as dung. Because I need to know this man that didn't even lift his finger that knocked me off my horse. I need to know this man that caused me to be blind that I couldn't see. I need to know who he is to me. Paul said, I count everything as dung that I might. I'm going to read that verse right there. In the 9th verse, let's start there. No, in the 8th verse. Help me out, Pastor. We're going to have you up here for long. As a matter of fact, we're going to bring it up to the 7th verse. What things were gained to me, those I counted lost for Christ. So what are you willing to give up to know this anointed one? Are you willing to make the sacrifices that needed to know him? Didn't have no sleep last night, but I'm still want to know more about him. Chanté sung about him. All we need is a little more Jesus. See, the solution to the world's problem is not money, it's Jesus.
Amen.
Then once we figure that out, we're going to have all the money we need. Because he's the one that gives wisdom on how to get wealth. Goes on to say, yea, doubtless, and I count all things but lost for the excellency of the knowledge of Christ. See, I need to know who he is. I need to know you personally. I need to perceive and understand who you are, God. Christ, the anointed one, Jesus, Yahweh is salvation. I need to know him, y'all. I need to have a personal relationship with him, because that's what it all boils down to. We can all come together and worship him corporately, but it's an individual relationship. It became so personal with Paul. Paul said, I'm losing everything I thought I knew, that I might know his excellency, the excellency of his knowledge. Because his knowledge is above all knowledge. Of Christ Jesus, my Lord. Oh, did he call him my Lord? Oh, it's on that deep, y'all. See, when you know him, who he is, you'll know that he's your Lord. Oh, he's your everything. Goes on to say, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I might win Christ. Oh, if I lose everything in this world, it don't make a difference as long as I know he's Christ. As long as I know he's Jesus, the head of my life. Because I've been down, I've been abased, and I've been up. I've learned, like Brother Paul, in whatever state I am, to be content. It never became so personal. Paul wanted to know him, y'all. And it's got to get just like that with us, that we want to know who he is unto us. And being found in him, not having my own righteousness. That's why I told you, let him think he stand, take heed of Paul. Even our righteousness is as filthy rags before. Everything that we consider to be righteous ain't nothing before God. But it's his righteousness, which is in the law, but that which is through the faith of Christ. The righteousness which is of God by faith. It's all of God by faith. Amen. Trust in him. Because I know who he is. That I might know him. See, in order for me to know him, I'm going to have to know him in the fullness. That I might know him in the power of his resurrection, in the fellowship of his suffering, being made conformable unto his death, and that by any means I might obtain unto the resurrection from the dead. Because if we don't know who he is, we're not going to rise in that last great day. Amen. We're not going to be caught up to meet him in the air if we're still here. We ain't going to be, say, them that don't been sleeping Christ is going to be caught up first. Then that's what you remain. Them that's been resting in the Lord and knowing who he is. On that great and awesome day, when he come back, just like it did when they hung him on the cross, the earth going to begin to shake. And the dead going to get up. They ain't going to walk on the earth. Ha! They going to be caught up to meet him in the air. Because he's coming with much vengeance up on the earth. For those that denied who he was.
Amen.
Again, the Lord say, who am I to you? It's got to get personal. Talking to a sister, and really blessed my heart because she was saying that she had been talking to the Lord. See, sometimes we have to get back to our first love. And so she had been asking God, inquiring to God for some things, and God did it. Because he needed her to know who he is in her life. And God is no respected person.
Amen.
He ain't got no favorite child. He loves us all equally.
Amen.
Even though that don't wander off, he still loves them. He might not love their ways or what they're doing, but he loves them.
Amen.
And he's still long suffering toward them. If their blood still running in their veins, long suffering. Wishing that they don't perish, but come unto your everlasting life. God, break up that old stony heart, oh God. God, create in them a clean heart and renew a right spirit, God.
Amen.
That's where we come in, the church. We have to intercede for those that have wandered away from the faith. We got to walk in love toward them, but yet rebuking them and correcting them. I pray that you know who he is to you, because that's what it's about. It's personal. And it's an individual thing, and God needs you to know who he is in your life. And that he'll never leave you nor forsake you. I pray that you have received some type of edification from the word of God today. Something to help you to run on to see what the end going to be. Don't get weary in well-doing. Just keep on living Jesus. It's going to pay off after a while, even though that mockers and laugh at us. They think, oh, they just playing church, they crazy. They call us crazy. They called him crazy. A servant is not greater than the master. If they did it to the green, what they going to do to the dry? Oh, they talking about me. So I'm going to go over here and be with them that they don't talk about me. Oh, the devil is a lie, because I know who he is. If anyone needs prayer, I thank God for your tenderness. I just want to obey God. I was sitting up there a while ago, and the Lord tell me, when he tell me to do something, he's my boss. I ain't had no sleep, but I got to obey him that called me. Because he called me out of darkness into his marvelous light. Didn't have to do it, but he done it for me. And if I had 1,000 tongues, I couldn't praise him enough. Ain't enough service I can't do for him, but I want to be wherever he needs me to be. Because somebody might need something that I have, or that's don't been restored in me.